back. Although I kind of like this voice. Hey, baby, how you doing? Um, I'm just doing a little quick video here. Waiting for my Uber. Time to go back to the airport to go back home. I did want to record something here. I couldn't record this last night. My voice has been shot, and it's been shot because, first of all, I had a great time out here. My friend Tim out here who basically picked me up from the airport and took me to his home, met his family, and we had a really great time. I can't thank Tim enough. And then coming out here and meeting so many people here at the Cleveland Gaming Classic. I don't even know where to begin. I've had people who came in many states away, flew in, drive multiple hours, like Glen, who I've met a few times before, normally up in the New York area or the Connecticut area. And I see him walking down the hallway here, down at the Cleveland Gaming Classic, and I see him like kind of looking over to the side to see if I recognize him, and I did. Him and his wife were here, and he said he drove down from there like 15 hours or whatever it was, just to see me again. And that was probably the most one of the most amazing things, just for that. All the kind people coming up and thanking me for the products I sell and how I'm there to help out the community, and that's why I am here to make sure that the person playing the games has a little respect out there in the community. That so many people came up to me with that. Uh, some big surprises, however, were other content creators, from some very large channels coming up to me and saying, "Yeah, Glenn, we watch your stuff all the time." Like that blew me away. My channel is it's on the small side. I've been out doing it for about 10 years. I have 10,000 fantastic subs, 10,700 fantastic subs. Thanks to all of you who have kept me going all this time. Still have these other content creators who make some pretty good content. Walk up to you and say that they watch your stuff and they really like the stuff. They say, "Oh, I have your Star Wars yoke, or I have your spinner, or I got your trackball," and it's amazing stuff. And that was really really cool. Um, of course, meeting the other content creators out here, and I finally got to meet Michael B, the Game Genie, and he's so much smaller, thinner than I ever would have expected. Just, just kidding. He's a big ass teddy bear. Finally met P Dubs as well. K19 Fox. Uh, B. B fits his name. He's like a little bumblebee. He's going around everywhere. He's helping people out, getting people sandwiches and food, and just everywhere. And of course, Carl. Carl was just such a down to earth person. And there were so many people. The buy stuff store guys were here. So many of the people we hear. Arcade. I gotta think of some of the people I heard. So many people came out. It's 5:40 in the morning. I'm surprised I'm remembering half of these people. Then of course, finally meeting up to meet first time as well. Steven, the tech buzz, and his family. We had a good time. The food out here in Ohio, I gotta say, at least the places I went, were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic food. Um, trying to think of what else. What else? Of course, the big news that was exciting for me. May not have been exciting for everyone else, but Shiloh and New Wave Toys and myself, GRS Products, T Sticks, are going to be collaborating on projects. We're starting on one right now. See how that goes, and potentially doing more down in the future. So the cool thing about that is New Wave Toys has always been about quality items. I'm eating something. Oh my God, P Dubs, you're awake? I didn't think you guys would be awake. And yes, I'm totally stealing console kits thing from last night. Totally stealing it. But I couldn't do it last night. No voice. Uh, Bedtime. You see, he's probably just going to bed. Those guys are partying all night. See, I couldn't do that. Those guys up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning partying. I can't do that anymore. I never really could do that. But I really want to. Oh, my alarm. Gotta stop that. So I have about 15 minutes before I gotta get outside, and my Uber's gonna take off without me, and I don't want that. Um, but Shiloh was such a good guy, and partnering with them, knowing their motto is the same as mine, just quality stuff at a fair price, and hopefully we're gonna bring something out to the market that'll be in 2024. We were kind of hoping it'd be 2023, but they have Berserk coming out, Frenzy coming out. They just had Ghouls and Ghosts, Ghosts and Goblins coming out. They have their new cigarette machines, but some people are going back and forth on. But you know what? It's nostalgia. The cigarette machine is just what was around in the 80s, and some people want to collect that. Now, if you don't want the cigarette machine, there is another one. It's called the Art Tronic or something like that. But the big disappointment for me, I mean, those are the highs, meeting everyone that I met out there. But my big disappointment personally was I was so busy in my booth, which really shocked me. I really didn't get around to see things out there. And a lot of guys went out shopping and bought stuff. I took some video before the show, but when you're taking video before the show, you can't buy anything because that wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair buying stuff for other people who came in. Uh, yes, you can because you guys did it. You did it. You guys partied all night. Now the funny part was, and Michael B's would get a lot of flack still for this. He like blasted the address of where you guys were staying, and then like people were showing up like Animal House. So B and everyone's like walking in the room like, what the hell? And it's like bodies of people, but I was not there. I went I went home to sleep. But apparently there were a lot of people showing up having the frat house of the Super Game Room dudes. But that was probably my biggest disappointment was there was so much to see there at the convention. I didn't get to go around. I kept eyeing a thing I did see like before the show. There was a Panasonic 3DO FZ1. Now I have a 3DO. I have a Gold Star 3DO. Had it back since 92, 94, whenever it came out. I don't even remember. I think it's 92 that it came out. But my CD drive's having some issues, so I haven't been able to play it on that. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll buy that. They wanted $500 for it. I was like, nah, I don't need it that good. And it'd be hard to get it home anyway. Uh, but uh, Steph, oh my God, I'm still so tired. Um, I'm trying to think of names of people I want to see out there, but there's so many people that came around. And Mary from Florida, she's awake too. I know she's getting ready for work. It is Monday, right? Steph's Gaming. I want to say yes. Oh my God, Steph's Gaming. I've been wanting to meet her for a long time. I wasn't able to go out to the I Arcade show back then when everyone else was there, and she was not sure if she was going to make it. Money's tight. Things are very expensive, but she made it happen, and she's walking down. And I got to meet her, and she's a pip. Oh my God, that's an old man saying, isn't it? A pip. Anyway, she was really nice, and just met so many other people, and uh, other people, I guess, that we'll probably be talking to in the future. It's one of those things where you may know these other people, but when you actually meet them and you actually talk to each other, you find out, they're not that different. Even if they have like 500,000 subs or more subs, they're still people and very friendly. And Sunday was kind of cool because that was more of a family day. Like Saturday was the diehard gamers. Diehard gamers were coming in, buying their stuff. But Sunday was more family time. And a lot of kids were coming in. I met some very nice people out there. Looked at the kids coming in, the daughters and sons, maybe 5, 6 years old, trying out the shotgun. Probably not the most cool thing for a kid to play with, but they were having fun with the shotgun. The Akari Warriors one was doing really, really well. And uh, this was probably my first time really getting away. Most of my game shows were either in New York or Connecticut, which I could drive out to. And this one was flying out Friday, and I should say, I almost missed my flight. Just I don't fly a lot, and I went through a third party, not realizing that I'm really on standby. So that's why I make sure I get to the airport early today to make sure I can actually get a seat. But I'll do a video, well, with some pictures and all that stuff when I get back. It was just so much happened. So much talking. My big surprise also was my booth was packed like all the time. I seen the other content creators there, and they're kind of looking over at me, and I was like, I'm sorry. And there's people who were trying out my stuff, and it was fun. But it was really fun meeting everyone out there. It was always good to see that the Super Gamer dude showed up like around 3 o'clock in the afternoon and like left at 4. That was also awesome. It wasn't quite that bad, but they were a fun group over there, and I'm gonna probably cut this short now because I want to get downstairs and make sure I don't miss my Uber because I've got to catch my flight back to New York. I don't want to get stuck. Not that Ohio's a bad place, but I do want to get home. I got to get a video put together, and I have a lot of emails to go through because I met so many people here that probably be talking to in the future. And that's it. So these shows, if you can go out to them, don't strain yourself. Don't spend money you don't have to go out to them. But there's just so many people there to just enjoy the same thing you guys do, and the vendors, which again I missed out on, but there was so much stuff to see there, and I know a lot of people bought things. Steven bought a bunch of stuff out there, but I want to say again, hey Bobby, thank you. The flight out was actually really good. The plane was small. It was just a small plane, but the flight was fine. It's about 2 hours. I think an hour and 45 back. So I think I'm going with the rotation of the Earth, so I get a little bit of that speed. But we're gonna have a show this Friday. I have a guest potentially coming on if he reaches out from the show. If not, we'll just talk about the show and other things. But Kicking Old School will be back this Friday at 8 p.m. And that's it. I'm gonna uh, get myself downstairs. And again, a big thank you to Tim and his family for putting me up. It was really nice of him to do. And he's actually does a lot of volunteer work, and he had to go to Canada. He had to leave last night to go to Canada. So he actually put me up in this hotel, which it's like a 5-star hotel. And I'm like, no, no, no. And he did it anyway. I'll sleep in the airport. I said, just drop me to the airport. I'll hang out there. Um, but he wouldn't do it, and I owe him a lot. And with that, everyone, I'm going to sign off saying, for everyone I did meet at the show, the honor was all mine. Um, Very humbling, and you guys are keeping me going at this point. So thank you so much. And I'm not wearing my glasses here, but I do say take care and game on. And that's my call sign. Hopefully Friday my voice will be back. Although it's not too bad, right? I kind of sound like, hey, baby, right? But with that being said, everyone, have a good morning. I know it's Monday. You probably all have to go to work. Um, so game on. Have a great day. And Cleveland Gaming Classic, thanks for inviting me out. And to everyone I met, once again, very humbling and love you all. Be safe.